Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Thank you, Mata. Thank you.
Chant Hare Krishna. Everybody's chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, everybody. I cannot hear you. Oh, why cannot hear you? Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Mataji.
Yes, okay. I'll just share my screen and we can. Okay, can we all start together?
Yes.
Om Jnana Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Shri Chaitanya Namo Vishtam स्थापितं न भूतले स्वयं रूपा गत्कटा कदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितां सजीवं साद्वैतं साधुजन सहितं कृष्ण
चैतन्यदेवं श्री
राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. Okay, now we can all take turns. Okay, who wants to go first? Can you all raise your hand so that I can call out the names? Malavrinda, go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
One time, quickly, one time.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Very nice, Balavrinda. Janvi.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you, Janvi. That's very nice. Ryan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you, Ryan. Gorangi.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Gorangi. Who is next?
Then Damodar Singh Mataji.
Yes, yes. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Madhav.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Madhav. That's very good. Okay, we have Vikram. Is it Vikram?
Is Vikram? Vikram and Kashi, is that you? You want to sing the Ma Mantra? Vikram, do you want to sing? Okay, I don't know if maybe you're not able to hear me. Okay, Richie Rich. Who is that?
Mataji, it's Krishna.
Okay.
Can you want to sing? Mohammed Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. That's very sweet of you. Okay, we have Parvi. I don't know. Okay, Shyam Dev. Anybody else who wants to please sing the Ma Mantra, you have to raise your hand. I don't see the child's name everywhere. Okay, Hamsini, do you want to sing? Hamsini, do you want to sing?
Sini, we saw your videos. Those were wonderful. You sang the rhyme of Balram and Pranam Mantra. Very beautiful you sang. You can sing Hare Krishna. Everybody will hear you, Sini.
Okay, you don't want to sing right now? Okay. Subhadra, you want to go ahead and sing?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Subhadra. Vikram, do you want to sing now? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Vikram. Anish, you want to sing the Ma Mantra?
Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Anish. Amazing, Dhriti. You want to sing the Ma Mantra?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
That's very nice. Okay, there are two of you?
That was me and my baby sister.
Oh, okay. Anybody else who wants to sing? Bhavya. Bhavya, you want to sing the Ma Mantra?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare.
Very nice. Wow, that's very nice. Oh, okay. Anybody else before we move on to our Ramayan story? Hamsini, do you want to sing for us? Do you want everybody to hear your melodious voice? I saw your picture. You don't want to sing? Okay. Anybody else before we move on to our next part of the class? Okay. Okay, so I want everybody to say, till now what we have read in Ramayan, who can start? Let me start, I want everybody to contribute something so that we all remember, because it's been a long time, right? In summer, we had other classes that we did, summer camp. So we did not continue with Ramayan. So let's see, where are we at Ramayan? Okay, who wants to start? Janvi, you want to tell something?
I think we're in the part where
Maybe you can give a brief starting, how about Ramayan, like how it started and what all stories we did, little bit, just overview, a slight overview.
Okay. So Dashrath wanted sons, so
Mhm.
because he was getting old, and he's like, I need sons. And so this Brahmin priest came and said, you can get a sacrifice to the sun god, not sun god, but do a sacrifice.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then maybe you'll get babies. And so he went and did a sacrifice, and then someone came out of the fire, had a pot of nectar, and gave it to each of one. Gave it to Jethro. Jethro gave it to each one of his wives,
Mhm.
and so they all. Then as soon as they drank it, they all had babies. And Mother they had Bharat, Kausalya Mata had Ram,
Mhm.
and Sumitra had two babies. They
Mhm.
were Lakshman and Shatrughna.
Ah, good. Okay. Very
And,
nice. Mhm.
and then they grew up till big, and then they did archery and everything, and then they grew up, and then and Dasha chose Ram to be the king.
Okay. Before we go to, okay, let somebody else say what happens next. Okay. When they grew up. Okay. So who wants to say next? Vikram, Anish, so many of you are there. So you know what happens in Ramayan, right? So who wants to say Balavrinda? You want to say anything? What happens? Subhadra, you want to say something?
After they go big, they go with Vishwamitra, and they learn so many things.
Yeah, they learn so many things. Okay. And then what happened? They grew up, then what happened?
They grew up and they learned how to kill so much demons.
Yeah, because Vishwamitra, he took them, right? He asked Dashrath, I want to take your sons. But Dashrath was so, he was not ready to part with his sons. And Ram was very dear to him, isn't it? Yes. And then what happened? But still, he could not just say no to him, right? And then they went with Vishwamitra, and then in the forest, they had to kill the Rakshasas. Why did he take them? Because there was a demoness, right? She was disturbing, isn't it? They were, yeah, a lot of Rakshasas who were disturbing the sacrifices. So that's why he had to take them. And then what happened? How does he get married to Mother Sita?
He lifts the bow and he shoots.
He lifted the bow and he shot whom? Did he have to shoot Balavrinda?
No, Mother, no, there is this challenge that Vishwamitra was saying that to lift the bow. So that
Okay, no, Vishwa.
the Maharaj was saying that,
Mhm.
and that there was all these people who tried and everybody tried, but they did not get to win. And then Rama, that bow was so big, like a lot of people would lift that. It was so big. But then it was finally Rama's turn, and he lifted it up. So that he lifted it up because he was praying to Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
He was praying to Shiva, and then so that's how he got. So that's how he lifted up bow, and then he got married to Sita.
Oh, he was married to Sita. Okay. 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 We'll skip too many parts because there's so many details in it, right? So at least you all know. Okay. Then what happens? Who wants to tell me? Ryan, Gaurangi, Madhav, Vikram, Bhavya. Anybody else who knows what happens now? Yes, Ryan, you want to tell me?
Okay.
What happens? So let's say Lord Ram married Mother Sita, then they are in Ayodhya. Okay. Now do you think what happens next?
Rama's mother did not like that.
Rama's brother did not like that. Oh my God. They were all very loving with each other. Do you know that? All the brothers, they were
Who's mother?
mother. Oh, who? What was her name?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We don't know.
Because I was just in new workplace with my new friend.
Ryan, you're so sweet. Okay. Who can tell me who was the stepmother, because of whom something happened? Anybody else who can tell me before Mataji tells? Nobody wants to tell me? It's not happy because it's not everything is not happy in Lord Ram's life. He's about to be coronated as a king. Dashrath has decided now it's time. Yes. No, except for Janvi and Balavrinda, somebody else. Oh, Madhav has raised hand. Okay, so what happens now, Madhav?
What happens is
Queen Kakai.
Queen Keke asks to Mantla Mantra brainwash.
Yeah, you're correct. Mantra brainwashed Kekai totally. And then what did Kekai ask for?
Keke asked Shilam's
What did she say? Like, who should be the king? What did Queen Kakai say?
Queen Keke say the bullets have to be the king.
Huh.
Shilam have to be the king and
No, Bharat, right? My son.
Hiranke should not be the king. Where should he go? Where should he go? Lord Ram should go where?
in the forest in 14 years.
I know. That's absolutely correct, Madhav. You're absolutely correct. Good job. Very nice. Okay, Gorangi. Then what happens? Lord
Very-
Ram is sent to the king. Lord Ram is sent to the forest. And then,
I just have to tell a question.
oh, you had a question. Okay.
Like only I know of Ramayan story. Only I know the last part of the story.
Oh, you don't know all these parts, but what do you think happens? If Lord Ram is asked to go to the forest, does he go to the forest or not?
He goes.
He
Then
goes.
then Ramayan goes to the forest with Lakshmana and Sita. Then they made a house. Then when Ravan sees Sita, so Ravan takes Sita to Lanka.
But before, how does Ravan even see Sita? He does not know about Mother Sita. What do you think? Okay, even before that, what happens to Lord Ram once Lord Ram goes to the forest? Who can tell me? Subhadra, are you there? You want to tell me what happens to Lord Ram's father Dashrath? What do you think happens? Who wants to tell?
Because
Mhm.
like what happened was that he needed Ram to be there.
But if Ram is not there, what happens in his sadness and separation? What happens to Dashrath?
He left his body.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. He left his body. He could not live. Right. And then now, okay, let's come back to where Lord Ram, Lakshman and Mother Sita are living. Okay, and then what happens? Who comes there one day disguised as a beautiful woman? Who is that? What is her name? Who can tell me? Somebody cut her nose. So what is that lady's name? Oh, amazing, Dhriti. You want to tell me? Wait. Jahnavi, sorry, Balavrinda, wait. I'm calling out names. Okay. Okay. Amazing, Dhriti. You want to tell me? Who is that lady? Shurpanakha. What happens to her? What is she trying to do?
She was trying to kill Sita.
She wants to try what? She was trying to?
She was trying to kill Sita.
Why? Why did she do that?
Cause she wanted to marry Rama.
Yeah, but both Ram and Lakshman, they were doing back and forth. He said, no, I cannot marry. He said, no, I cannot marry. And then she got very mad. She was thinking, okay, because of that.
While she was trying to kill Sita, Lakshman came and the cutter and did cut her nose off.
Oh, and then what happened?
And then Surpana Akka runs to Ravan and says, sorry brother, I couldn't do it.
Oh, no, that's what, okay. She goes to Ravan because she tells him about Mother Sita so that he becomes attracted to her. So then listening about her, before that also she goes to her other two brothers, Khar and Bhushan, but that is okay. And then what happens is she goes to Ravan. And then Ravan is now attracted to Mother Sita, isn't it? Because listening from Shurpanaka, he has to go and see. But then what happens? Does he just capture her like that? Who wants to tell me? How does he kidnap Mother Sita?
Me, Mataji.
Ryan, anybody else who wants to tell me? Hamsini, Vikram, Vaishnavi? Nobody else. Vikram, you don't know? How do you think Ravan kidnapped Mother Sita?
Tonight, this is Janavi.
Oh, Jahnavi, wait. Please wait. I'll give you a turn after this. Yes, Vikram.
The Lakshman made Peter line so Sita could not cross. So otherwise, only Sita could cross. Nobody could come. Ravan came as a pun. So he asked Sita for fruits and he tried to get in, but he got but fire came out. So once Sita brought fruits, then Ravan called Sita out and he held her hand and he left in his chariot.
Okay. But Sita is actually attracted to a golden deer before that, right? She's attracted to a golden deer, isn't it? Yes, that is Ravan's uncle, isn't it? He takes the form of a deer. And then because she's attracted, she wants Lord Ram to go and get that deer for her. But then when Lord Ram goes in search of it, what does the deer make a sound of? Lord Ram, and then in his voice, he's calling out for Sita and she thinks some bad thing has befallen on him. And that's when, she asks Lakshman to go and see what has happened. And Lakshman is not ready to leave her. But still, because she says such harsh words, which Lakshman is not able to accept, he says, okay, I will go and get. But he wants her to be safe. But seeing all this, Ravan comes and then that's when he, disguised as a sage, he tries to lure her and then he captures her. Okay, but then what happens when he is trying to take her to Lanka? Who fights Ravan? Who wants to tell me who fights Ravan?
Mataji.
I wanted to give Jahnavi a turn. She had been asking for multiple times. Jahnavi, who fought? Who tried to save Mother Sita when Ravan was kidnapping her?
Jatayu.
Yes, Jatayu. But he was still, he gave up his life, isn't it, fighting Ravan? Because Ravan is not an ordinary person. He's very powerful demon, isn't it? And then what happens? After that, Lord Ram and Lakshman, they are in search of Mother Sita. They find Jatayu and Jatayu tells, where he took her, which direction. And then whom do they meet? Now Lord Ram and Lakshman, they meet a monkey named, whom do they meet? Whom do they take help of?
Hanuman.
No, before Hanuman, Sugriv.
Sugriv. Hanuman.
Yes, they take help of Sugriv. And he's actually hiding away from his brother, isn't it? Yeah, because his brother has taken over his kingdom and even his wife. So that's why he's hiding away from him, and he's because his brother is trying to find ways to kill him. And then what happens? Then let's go to the part where what happens after that. So Sugriv helps, his brother dies, and then Sugriv is made the king. And then, after some time, Lord Ram and Lakshman, they meet with Sugriv and they form a plan to find Mother Sita. And okay, let's come to this part where, now Hanuman has to go and find Mother Sita, isn't it? Where they send out search parties. Yes, Balavrinda, you want to say something? They send out search parties. They all go in different directions.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. But you know what happens? Are they successful? Is anyone successful in finding Sita's location?
No.
No. So then
No.
what do they decide? They send whom? Whom can you say? Yes.
Hanuman.
He goes and does he find Mother Sita?
Yes.
Yes.
He finds Mother Sita, isn't it? And then what happens? He finds and then now we will see, he returns back. But before returning back, what does he do in Lanka?
He
Raga.
fights with Ravan.
No.
He burned it down, the whole Lanka.
Yeah, he sets Lanka on fire. But it is said here that, even the fire god was afraid of Ravan. That's why Lanka did not burn. That's what it says. Out of fear of Ravan, even the fire god had not burned his palace. But then what happened? This Hanuman, he was very happy, and then he's going back because his troop, there is Jambavan, Angad, and all the other Vanaras, right? They are actually on the mountain. Which mountain are they? Mahendra Mountain. That's where they are, situated right now. So he has to go back and tell them that he has found Mother Sita. They have not failed yet. So, and then what happens? But, Ravan is actually thinking. He knows now because Hanuman has gone back, whom will he bring with him? If Hanuman goes back, whom will he report to? He'll report to Lord Ram. So he's thinking, Ravan is also thinking, even if I have to die, that is okay. But I will not hand over Mother Sita. Even Ram has to fight me to get her back, That's how foolishly he's thinking like that. And after that, he's thinking like this. And then on the other hand, Hanuman goes back and then he tells, all the other monkeys, when they hear that he lands with a big thud, because Hanuman has changed his form. He's very huge right now. So everybody is very happy. And when they see him, he resumes his original form and they all hug him. They're so happy to see him. They are all shouting and he tells them how he has found Mother Sita. So now they all are thinking, making plans what to do. So some of the monkeys, they say that what we will do is we will ourselves go and we will, rescue Mother Sita. But there is a wise man among them, wise person. And who is that? Who is that? Do you see in the picture? Who is the bear? He's very wise. What is his name? Does anybody know the name?
Vibhishan.
Vibhishan is not there yet. They have not met Vibhishan.
Jambavan.
Yes. Hanuman knows about Vibhishan, but nobody has met him. So Jambavan he's among the troop, right? So he tells them we cannot do that. Lord Ram, he has the authority to kill Ravan. We cannot go and do that, because he has taken the vow. So that's why, what they do is they say we should go and report it back to Sugriv, and then they all agree. So then what happens is when they are going back, there is a forest. There is Madhuvan forest. And in that forest, There is a lot of fruits, there is honey. And so what they do is they decide to drink a lot of honey. And what happens, when the Lord, what does Lord Balram like? What is the drink called that Lord Balram likes?
Varuni.
Varuni. And Varuni, what is the main thing in Varuni? Honey, and a lot of honey makes you very intoxicated. So that's what happens to all of them. They're, enjoying, they're eating the fruits, they're causing a lot of havoc in that forest. Kishkinda is the place where Sugriva is the ruler, right?
Mataji teaches.
Yeah, she taught you how to make. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, and then, when they're drinking this honey, they're all intoxicated, causing a lot of havoc. And then there is a guard outside. His name is Dadimukha, and he sees, okay, what is going on? What are these monkeys doing? Why are they causing a lot of havoc? And then, he asks his guard to go and see. But even the guards are not able to do anything because all the other monkeys and everybody, they just hold the guards in the air and they start slapping them. And then, now Dadimukha himself goes to fight with Angad, but Angad also beats him. And then, seeing all these things, he goes back to report to Sugriva. But Sugriva realizes, oh, they're doing all these things means they have found Mother Sita. So that's what he tells. He says to Dadimukha, bring all of them, don't cause them any trouble. And then we will see tomorrow what Sugriv has to say and how what they will tell Sugriv that what they have found. Okay, that is for today's story. Now, so now all of you remember, right, what we are doing in Ramayan? Yes? Yes, everybody, you're all clear about the story now, little bit? Yes? The main
Yes,
plot?
Mataji.
Okay, so that is for today's story and you all participated. Thank you very much. Now we will do the shloka and the rhyme. Okay, so now we will invite Anjana Gopika Mataji. She will teach us the shloka and the rhyme. Oh, I have put the
Mataji.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Mataji.
Yes, Ryan.
What about the activity?
Well, today you all participated in saying the story, right? So from next week onwards, we will have the activity because we have to do a recap a little bit. Otherwise, I don't know how much you remember about Ramayan, right? So we have to do next week, Mataji will do activity. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
Hare Krishna. Okay, everyone, we are learning the sloka, Bhagavad Gita sloka, okay? Can you all repeat after me?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
Mataji.
Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Yada yada hi Yada yada hi dharmasya. Yada yada Everyone, I want everyone to repeat, okay? Hansini, you open your microphone. Bhavya, Richi, everyone, please put your name, okay? I can call you. Syamadev. Who is Syamadev? Please open your video. Subhadra is there. Vaishnavi is there. Please, everyone, open your video and then repeat. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Glanir bhavati bharata.
Glani bhavati bharata.
Glanir bhavati
Glani bhavati
bharata. Abhyuthanam
adharmasya tadatmanam tadatmanam srizamyaham
చెప్పు శ్రీ
srizamyaham
చెప్పు శ్రీజ
sriza
శ్రీజ
srizamyaham We'll send the recording. We'll send the recording in the group. I hope you all are in the group and you can practice at home. Okay? It will be easy for tomorrow.
Mataji,
Yes.
I know this shloka.
Yeah, I know. So,
I'm
most
learning
of,
it.
yeah, I know. So many of you already know this sloka. It's a very famous sloka. Yes.
Yes.
It's a very famous sloka. Yeah, we can still, whoever they doesn't know, they don't know, they can learn from the group. Okay, we can send in the WhatsApp group. Okay,
Okay, Mataji.
and then also you can repeat the translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, whenever and wherever, there is a decline in religious practice. There is a decline in everyone. I want to hear Janavi, big kids, everyone to hear. I want to hear everyone voice. Okay, Vaishnavi, everyone, Anis, everyone. Okay. Whenever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata,
Personality of God has said with and whatever there is this line
rise of irreligion,
And the rise of
I took out those
at that time I descend myself.
And rise in air.
Thank you so much. Now you can practice this sloka in the break room. Okay. Now we go to the rhyme. Okay. You know, this week Prabhupada, what was the Saturday? You know, anybody knows? Prabhupada appearance day. Yes. Prabhupada Vyas Puja. How many of you celebrated? How many of you can raise your hand? How many of you celebrate the Prabhupada Vyas Puja? Yeah, I know that. You all kids are very.
Janmashtami.
Yeah, after Janmashtami, the next day is Prabhupada
Appearance day.
Yeah, we can learn this rhyme, okay? Prabhupada come to America.
Prabhupada come to America.
With a trunk of books. He chanted Hare Krishna. And we all became quite good. Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada saved us. Chanting Hare Krishna is the process that he gave us. Prabhupada preached. In the street to Prabhupada preached in the street. To all of those who would listen.
all of those.
Let's chant Hare Krishna and spread Chaitanya mission.
Listen, Hare came to
Prabhupada, we love you.
Prabhupada, we love you.
Prabhupada saved us.
Prabhupada saved us.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the process that he gave us.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the process gave us.
Prabhupada has taught us again.
Hare Krishna
To eat and clean and cook.
to eat and clean and cook.
He told us all we need to know.
He told us all we need to know.
Can be found in his books. Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada saved us.
Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada saved us.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the process that he gave us.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the process that we gave us.
Prabhupada stays us a short time.
Prabhupada says that a time.
He went to Krishna's place.
He went to Krishna's place.
So let's pray for his mercy that we never stray away, Prabhupada.
Let's
Away.
pray.
Never stray away.
He stay away from
Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada saved us.
Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada saved us.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the process that he gave us.
Chanting Hare Krishna was the process that he gave us.
Okay, Mataji will take us now in the break room. Okay, you all can practice your sloka and rhyme in the break room. Okay, Hari Bol.
Bol.